What's up, guys? Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm really excited for today's game because today's game is going to be the first out of at least three matches between these two teams. We have Man City taking on Arsenal, the top two teams in the country, taking on each other in the opening fixture of the fourth round of the FA Cup at the Etihad Stadium. Super excited for this match. Been waiting for the league fixture, but the FA Cup fixtures come first, which just goes to show you how much shuffling has been done so far in the season because of that World Cup. I'm good, Jack. I'm good. How are you, dude? How are you? I told you, Jack. I told you Sean Dyche to Everton. I told you Frank Lampard's going to get sacked before the transfer window ends. I told you Sean Dyche would be most likely, dude. This is going to be interesting now. Can he keep them up? Two irrelevant playings today. And it's the opening fixture. Quite honestly, Jack, until United's game tomorrow, there's nothing, man. There's really nothing. So today is the game. I'm doing the United game and I'm doing Brighton Liverpool. Hopefully Brighton get the job done again. They did batter them the first time. Either which way, Jack, somebody's gonna get knocked out this round. Another major team. I think Spurs out. I think Chelsea out, and I think one of them is gonna get knocked out. If Brighton knock out Liverpool, then and if we get through, it's basically whichever team wins this match and us as the favorites to the FA Cup. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. How's your renovation? It's almost done, dude. I told you Guendouzi would probably join Villa. Yes, you did. Absolutely. How's my renovation? It's almost done, dude. Everything should be all right. The thing is, I had no access to the internet because of the renovation. So yeah, it's almost done. Oh yeah, City did knock out Chelsea. So unfortunately, let's see if they knock out Arsenal. Norwegian Andy Carroll starts. LOL. Man City's FA Cup, six times FA Cup last season, semi-finals, current form, two consecutive wins. Their position in the league table second, as you guys know. They have won the FA Cup six times, and they are facing I believe, the team that's won it the most. We have Turner, Tomiyasu. Oh wait, give me a second, guys. I'll just look at the team. Hey Pratham, what's going on? What's going on? Norwegian Andy Carroll, and on Monday we'll see the Uruguay Andy Carroll. 31 goals this season, man. Bukayo Saka, 8 goals, 7 assists in all competitions. Oof. What do you guys think? Who's going through? Should we put the poll up straight away? Yeah. Let's do this. There we go. Polls up. Bro, nowadays people hate on Carroll so much, dude. He's a West Ham legend or a Newcastle legend. Am I the only one who thinks the wonder kid Ronaldo under Sir Alex and Ronaldo, if Real, Juve, and rejoining United were two different players after rejoin? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I think. I think when you go to Real Madrid, you become you could still be a talisman, but there are other talismans. Whereas under United, he was the talisman in many ways. You got to play differently. There are very high profile players in the team. So yeah, you could say they were different players. One thing I love about Rashford is he never tries to win penalties. Even when Chalmers tries to finish, I know what you're talking about, dude. He almost got tripped right yesterday. He stayed on his feet. I'm very happy with that performance, man. Very happy. We needed a bounce back, dude. We went 9 wins, one draw, one loss back to back after 9 straight wins. We needed that win pretty big. Bro, I'm watching skating. You're interested? Jack, even if I was interested, they don't show it here in India. So, I'm not that interested, but I'm sure I'd happily watch it, I suppose. Never really watched it. Just give me a second, guys. I'll just go get my phone. All right, I'm back. The boys are walking out the tunnel. Let's see what else is going. They show nothing there. They mostly show football, wrestling, cricket. They do show a little NFL. They don't. They show NBA. They don't show NHL, and they don't show other, you know, other secondary sports. Not really, unless it's for the Olympics. In the Winter Olympics, they show that stuff. Should Menu start tomorrow? I want him to start Danish. Hold on. Let me answer that question. Hi, Darren. Hi. Good evening. Let me answer that question by having a look at where Reading is in the form table. I believe Reading's in the championship. Let me clarify that, please. Reading's in the championship. They're 14th right now. Their recent form has been 4 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. The average squad age is 27 and a half years old. Yeah, man, I wouldn't mind Kobe Mainu if it starts. And happy birthday, so I couldn't wish you to. Oh, Darren, today was your birthday? Yesterday was your birthday? Happy belated birthday, dude. I didn't know. Uh, yeah, I thought Danish, okay, देखिए क्या? No, 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 dude. Oh no, but I have it set up, Danish. Yes, thank you for reminding me, dude. I've been quite busy. Lucky, what's up, Lucky? How's everything going, dude? Excited for tomorrow's game against Reading? Nothing, dude. Everything's good. Everything's good. No problem. No problem. Officially 19. Congratulations, Darren. Dude, let us know what you did at least. We may have missed it, but you can tell us what you did on your day. My birthday was on the 20th. Why didn't you tell me, dude? I was live before that. Why didn't you tell me? I was live a few days ago. All right. Let's just quickly do the lineups before we get into it. Almeria is playing Espanyol today. Not that I would watch, but SA is playing Salernitana. Oh, okay. Again, not that I would watch, but nice to know. So, the Man City lineup, I already saw Lewis there. So, what are the lineups? Man City lineup is, I told you, need to see the chat. Did you? Holy crap. Did I miss that? The original's best vampire scene? Maybe, dude. I didn't mind True Blood for a little bit at least. So, Man City's starting lineup is Stefan Ortega, Rico Lewis, Manuel Akanji, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Ilkay Gundogan, the skipper, Rodri, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Grealish, Haaland. Basically, a similar team that they normally play. We have a 4-3-3 for Arsenal. We have Matt Turner, the American goalkeeper, Tomiyasu, Holding, Magalhaes, Kieran Tierney at the back four, Vieira, Partey, Xhaka in the middle, Saka, and Nketiah, Leandro Trossard to make his debut today. Just about to start. Sorry, I missed it, Darren. I do apologize. I don't remember seeing it probably. Paul Willian returning to MCU. About to start, and Nketiah's on the ball. I don't mind True Blood, Danish. It was alright. Some seasons okay, some seasons are not. And we got kickoff, boys. First fourth round of the FA Cup. Hey LJ, good evening. Did you watch 283, dude? I didn't see you in the chat. Did you watch it? Day before birthday was fantastic. Hey, day before birthday, wasn't that the day you got through to the playoffs? Oh wow, already a foul. LJ, what do you think about Teixeira retiring and Shogun retiring? You suggest me a crime murder trial a few days back. I forgot the game. Yeah, this Valhalla murders. But you gotta watch it in Icelandic dub, dude. If you watch it in English dub, you're going to suffer. It's terrible. It's really, really terrible. I couldn't do it after like 20 minutes. I just said I'd rather read. Okay, that's definitely a foul. What's going on? Haaland on foul. Oh boy, they're already getting in his face. Ooh, four City players on. I mean, dude, Holden's is looking good, huh? These trips to Turkey do work apparently. Exam was started with training. Oh boy, Glover, yes, man, legend. Yeah, dude, he's too tough for his own good, man. The cut over his eyebrow, the one where you could see his forehead bone, that was. Don't really know how to explain it apart from very, very, very graphic. Yeah, man, and Shogun retired, dude. So that's two. Look, at work, I have exam, training, EPL, NBA tuition, sports a day. So when are your exams still, dude? When are your exams still? Dude, the exams, because of this whole pandemic thing, man, the exams where you normally had it like in the same months it was all these years. Everything has changed, dude. Now I can't keep track only of whenever people have exams. Didn't you go for tuitions, Evan? What do you go for tuitions in? Oh, Arsenal are playing out from the back, but yeah, they're playing with fire here, quite honestly. Exam started, Hindi was yesterday. Ooh. Don't you think Shazam looks like an MCU movie more than a DC humor, bright colors on? Yeah, dude, but you know what? I'm sure Marvel's happy it isn't because it became a dud apparently. I'm failing in Hindi. Join the club, Dhiren. Is that what you go for tuitions for? And they force it down your throat, dude. Tell you, speaking regular Hindi and studying Hindi is so different. You don't realize how little Hindi you use when you speak, as compared to when you read a textbook. It's kind of funny actually. Never realized how limited my Hindi was until I read a textbook, just like a regular textbook of Hindi. Like how few words we really use. It's crazy, man. Stefan Ortega playing with the ball. Interesting. Ooh, that was lovely delivery straight to Gundogan. Arsenal players are leaving a lot of holes in the middle of the pitch right now. Ortega found Gundogan with ease. My tuitions are basically my best friend, my sister, who takes my tuitions with 20 of my college best friends. She's so good. Wait, your sister actually is the tuition teacher? That's cool, dude. What does your sister do? Is she also in college? That's kind of cool, actually, dude. That she helps all of you out. Is she a teacher? Pretty cool. I had to choose between Marathi and Hindi, so chosen, of course. Makes sense. Ooh, Trossard lines it up. Tomiyasu. Oh shit. Whoa. That went from 0 to 100 real quick. Tomiyasu. Oh, that was a very interesting save by Ortega as well. Oh, lovely backheel flick. Tierney's in. Gets blocked, but the ball still lands to Xhaka. Trossard with a very dangerous cross. Another one. Back post. Ooh, great awareness by Ake. keeps it in and retrieves it as well after the clearance. Fortunately, passes straight back to RK. In school, Kashmiri was the one subject I used to fear, but it's my mother tongue. It's open. Hold on a minute. Oh God, I'm going to look very ignorant here, Danish. Kashmiri is a language. Is it like what is it like close to? Is it like close to Urdu? Is it close to Hindi? Can you elaborate, please? Educate me because whenever I watch a Kashmir travel vlog, everyone speaks in Hindi. So I always thought they don't have like a regional language. I actually also thought they speak Urdu a little bit, but do enlighten us, Danish, please. I would love to know. Evening, everyone want to say hi and bye. Load shedding won't stop, it seems. Ignatius, until you get that generator, I feel your pain, sir. But thank you for joining. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the Reading game. Take care. Ortega's last is Bundesliga goalkeeper. Yeah, I know, dude. I know him. Satak, I'm just saying though that it was a good save, man. I mean that bounce looked really dangerous, but oof, Tomiyasu came out of nowhere. Now Matsude officially. Oh, she's a college student. She teaches because I had to beg her for that. Yeah. Is she also well? If she's the what is she studying there in? What is she studying? That's pretty. That's still cool though. She's teaching you and your friends. That's still cool. She doesn't have to. Ortega's Bundesliga goalkeeper of the year. Man, he can't even get into this team, dude. He's getting FA Cup matches. Now, dude, maths, dude. Oh, hello, hello. Yeah, I understand that too. Hindi and maths were the two subjects I had to go for tuitions for. Yeah. Sanjeev's here. Hello, Sanjeev. I believe congratulations are in order. You all also went through the next round of the Copa del Rey. I think most difficult language to learn. Alphabets are same as of Urdu, written from right. Oh God, you have to read backwards. But pronunciation is very different and complex. Interesting. You know what? But Danish, it's pretty cool, man. I didn't even know that was a language really. I thought Kashmiri were just what you call the people from Kashmir. But it's pretty cool that you'll have your own regional language and it's that difficult because then it's like it holds on to the culture more. How anyone speaks Hindi, it's like you're just Indian. When you speak your regional tongue, that's really cool, dude. It's really cool. Last week I got 3 hours sleep in the whole week. Well, therein you're gonna have to cut down something, dude. You can't keep going like this. You can't keep going like this. You're a first year student. I believe you're doing commerce, right? Therein, I mean, you won't able to. In third year, it's gonna get really tough for you, man. You gotta have a little more balance, dude. Otherwise, you're going to really struggle. Otherwise, I mean, commerce is not the most difficult thing, Dhiren, but if I'm being frank with you, it depends on your. Oh no! What a mistake by Holden. Oh wow. Oh. Oh, God. If Haaland scored that would have been crazy. Holding asking for a foul, wasn't getting one. Excuse me. That was crazy, man. I mean, yeah, he was holding his shirt, but still, dude. I mean, he was holding his shirt way before, dude. That's bullshit holding. And holding's not, he's looking at the ref instead of trying to get back the ball. Oh, no. I think Haaland's going to expose him today. Arsenal need to get on the board quick. Here's Morgan. Sack Pep, sign Diego Simeone to Man City. Thanks, Piers. By the way, Chelsea's doing madness, but Malo Gusto, here we go, done deal. Yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, people think that's what I keep saying, Sanjeev. Everyone was saying Manchester United is spending money. That is spending money and spending it incorrectly, dude. In the last 10 years, we spent 1 billion. Chelsea have already passed, I don't know what is it now. It's closing in on 600 million. And we took 10 years to spend 1 billion. Boli has spent 600 in 7 months. This is what happens when you have owners that really back you, dude. Just because you spend 1 billion and you've bought poorly and you've not used the best managing practices. This is what happens, yeah. मैच का आ रहा है Hitesh, I'm watching it on Sony Sports 10:2 live HD. I'm watching it on the TV. 10:2 HD. They show FA Cup matches. 10:2 has the matching rights. As per source, Kareem Abdul Taylor is joining Crystal Palace. What the hell's that? Kareem Abdul Taylor? I've never heard of him. Have a regional language good? It adds weight to your CV. A person has a regional language can say I speak three languages. Yeah, that and as well, it's a sense of pride, na, Danish. There's a lot of states in this country that don't speak a different language. Like Delhi doesn't have a different language. You know what I mean? There are states in this country that don't really have their own language. It's all right, man. I mean, okay, there's not a lot of them, but there are some. Maybe Delhi is the only one actually. I'm trying to think now of something else, some other state that doesn't have their own regional language. Oof. Hmm. Is Delhi the only place that doesn't have their own regional language? Either way, Danish, it's a good thing. I know, bro, but sports is the reason today what I am. I know, I get it, Darren, but you gotta balance it out, man. You can watch sports for the rest of your life today. You gotta get these marks, man. I don't know what you want to do. What do you want to do after you finish commerce? After you finish BCom, what do you want to do? You want to get a steady call center job? Because my cousin used to do that all the time when she lived in Bombay. Like when we were living in Bombay, that's what they used to do. And used to pay well back then, man. But now I don't know if it pays well or not. You gotta find some kind of balance to it because not sleeping is going to affect your health. Dude, I'm going to sound ignorant, but how can you force us to choose Hindi, dude? Well, I used to feel the same way about 15 years ago, Darren. But then when someone told me I have to choose Konkani over Hindi, it was very quickly easy for me because I'm not from, I mean, my dad, I am from Goa, but I've never lived in Goa until I moved here. So I didn't speak any Konkani. Because in Bombay, when I grew up, Darren, I don't know about you, but when I grew up in Bombay, I only needed to speak English too. The only time I ever used Hindi, like really used Hindi, was uh, for taxis and at the market. That's it. I never ever really used Hindi when I grew up in Bombay, so I don't really know how to answer that. Jammu and Kashmir has 7+ regional languages. Every tribe has their own language. Oh boy. Ah, yes, the tribes as well. You have to take that into account. Ooh, that was a bad foul. How was that not a foul, dude? He got smashed in the head. Well, he actually got whiplash. Actually, didn't get really taken out. God, Kundagan's a thick boy, huh? Just rattled. Just rattled Vieira. He didn't actually hit his head, dude. He just got whiplashed. Chelsea now just need one CM, I think. I mean, once N'Golo Kante and all come back, Sanjeev, they're gonna have to offload a bunch of players, dude. That's the problem now. They're gonna have to really decide who they don't want. My Hindi while speaking is so tapori, dude, especially why I play basketball. That's what I'm saying, Darren, right? Like, where do we really use Hindi in Bombay? Like, for people who live in Bombay will understand what I'm saying right now. It's like 10, 15 years ago, like, you really just got by with English, man. It's so funny to say that because you live in India, but it's true. Like 10, 15 years ago, you could literally 90% of the things you do could be in English, even though we have our own regional language, Marathi. It's really weird. I got 9 plus CGPA in my first year, but backlog in accounts. So when you're doing BCom, Danish, I guess, or are you doing MCom? Jorginho versus Harry Kane in pens. Well, as an England fan, I'm going to have to say Jorginho, dude. Even though they both missed the last international penalty, I saw Jorginho did miss it in the Euro finals, and Harry Kane missed his in the World Cup. So probably neither of them, but I would say Jorginho just because Harry Kane missing that penalty was very personal for me. So I'll just say Jorginho. BCom. Okay, cool, dude. Accounts, man. Accounts. You know what? Just get a tutor, Danish, if possible, man. Brush up on your accounts. Once you get a hold of it, now you don't even need tuitions, dude. You need to grab hold on the basics first. Yeah. Otherwise, the next 2 3 years you're fine, man. After that, LJ, Chhattisgarh, Haryana. Oh, thank you. Wait, one more. Which one of them was? Ah, yes, MP doesn't. Wait, MP doesn't have a language. Interesting. UP doesn't have a language. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that. Haryana is a state. Chhattisgarh is a state. Well, it's a new state technically. It is technically UP, which UP also doesn't have a language. So that's one, two, three, four, five. All right, man. Three out of those six are actually the old UP, the territories. So technically UP, Haryana, and MP. But oh, cool. Yeah, it is funny though, man. Regional languages. Thanks, LJ, for that. Regional language is a very interesting topic, especially if you're a student and you don't want to study it. Even 10 years ago, I used to only speak English in Kolaba. Now only Hindi, only Hindi. Even auntie speak Hindi with me. What can I tell you, dude? The lack of Parsis and the lack of Goans and the lack of Christians there, and the influx of people coming to better their lives into the city. It's going to happen, dude. It's happening here in Goa. The rain people speak less Konkani here and more Hindi. It's happening everywhere, dude. As places become more prominent to live in, the influx of the majority of the new population will be the language that will be mostly spoken. Although there are many tribal languages, yeah, yeah, yep. Tribal language. I don't. The only reason I don't count tribal languages as LJ is because not to be separatist, but just because it only affects a few people. I'm talking about like a state-wide sanctioned language. But yes, of course, there are tribal languages. You can't just ignore that. We have way too many languages in this country. Some would say, but yeah, without a script isn't considered an official language. Okay. Okay, that actually makes sense though. You gotta have some kind of base, right? I'm sure. Like someone told me something about the Aborigines in Australia. Like each tribe in the Aborigines back in the day, not now. Each tribe had a different language, and they used to be maybe 5 6 7 8 miles apart back in the day. You're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Each tribe had their own language, which is interesting. But yeah, Haryanvi in Haryana. Yep. I know someone from Haryana who told me they speak that, which I was like, I didn't even know that was the language. Welcome, Suman. Tajid, the Hut of Hogwarts. Welcome, Suman. Today, I and our team had to give psychological evaluation. Oh, what, like a sports therapist? Interesting. Current temperature in your area. Also, everyone in the chat, I'll go first. -6. I hate you, Danish. It's bloody hot here. Yeah. It's killing me. In the night right now, it's cold. Let me check. Since you asked, I will check. But you're not going to like it, dude. I'm telling you. You might actually be happy about your temperature once you hear what my temperature is. Oh, God, I don't even want to see it. It just depresses me. So currently, as it stands right now, it's 23 degrees, dude. 23 degrees, Danish. It's like summer here for you. It's still summer for us. There's nice cool breeze coming out, Danish, but it's otherwise just hot. Also, continuous snowfall from the last 4 days. That makes me feel sad. Dude, father was speaking in Hindi. Dude, father, like I said, dude, you don't now. You don't know where everyone is coming from now, dude. Now it becomes different. Language on currency notes are official and Kashmiri is there. Ooh, interesting. Dhiren Bowler. Who's your current favorite city player? Nitesh. Oh God, yeah, Nitesh comes with a question I have no interest in answering. Favorite city player. Fine. Since you asked, I will actually honestly answer. Oh, you know what? I'll go with someone that's maybe not as obvious as they should be at this point in time, but I will go with Jack Grealish. I like Jack Grealish, man. There's something about a flair player that makes you feel very happy, to watch football. But yes, Jack Grealish, I would say. LJ हरियाणा में लोग language नहीं नाम नहीं. Yes, native Aussie did have many distinct languages. Yeah, LJ, it's kind of weird, man. In Delhi, it's cold winds. Hey, you know what? Although temperature is relaxing. Yeah, I wouldn't call 23 degrees here relaxing, dude. But Delhi also has nice weather, man. I know people say it's cold. I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't get different weather here. We just get hot. Okay, yes, it's not always hot, but we just get hot. We get hot and rain. We don't get snow. We don't get cold winds unless it's raining. Cyclonic winds, you get little mild cyclonic winds, but we don't get wind, man. We don't get nice breezes. At least not regularly. During peak summer days, max to max 35 degrees. Dude, it's 30 going to be 31 degrees tomorrow. And it's Feb. It's going to be 31 degrees tomorrow. That's how bad it is here. Minus 19 degrees. I had to take 3 cold showers. What is 19 degrees in Bombay? That's nice, dude. 19 is all right. If you're under 20, I think it's reasonable. Yeah, I know mine's 23, but it's also, there's no breeze, man. It's just dead outside. Oof. Nice little clearance. It's 10 degrees in Delhi, Rohini, my place. 10 degrees. Ah, 23 degrees, man. It's too much. It's too much, man. It's not getting cold anymore, man. People don't believe this, people don't believe this global warming thing. Let me tell you something, dude. Whether you believe it or not, I'll tell you this much. Goa in December and January used to be cold. Daytime, nighttime, whatever. It used to actually be cold. There was always a cold, chill breeze. Now we got 31-degree weather, dude. From the time I've come here to Goa, it used to be cold, dude. Now, man, I don't even know what to say now, dude. Now I wouldn't even bother looking at the temperature. I really wouldn't. Jack Grealish is a feel-good player, but very non-obvious pick, by the way. That's what I said, dude. I'm going to pick a non-obvious pick. I'm going to pick someone that people don't expect. I like Jack Grealish. I mean, I saw a lot more of him at Aston Villa because Pep's rotation policy. But yeah, it is a non-obvious pick, dude. I That's why I gave it a thought because you got the obvious players, right? You got the Cancelo. You got the I mean, although Cancelo's having an absolute horrible post World Cup. I have to admit, a little shocked. Mikel Arteta giving Tierney a high five in the middle of the game. Gotta love it. Anyway, uh, yeah, man, De Bruyne having a howler since the World Cup, but coming back into form at least for City. And Haaland is Haaland, so it's like, ooh. So yeah, there are some obvious players that you would pick. Think Jack. I think I still I said what I said to you last time. Even remember during the first Manchester derby, Nitesh, Akanji looks like a weak link, man. He's not a bad player, but he looks like a weak link. Every now and then I see him make like a silly mistake. It's really weird. But yeah, Jack Grealish. Yeah, I like Jack Grealish too. But I worked on one thing is I never let my Kashmiri accent to affect my English and Hindi speaking. It makes it hard for outsiders to believe I'm kind of Kashmiri. Yeah, dude. People hear my accent and wonder where I'm from. Even it's funny. My favorite, or can I say, player I hate least is Gundogan. German fan. Gundogan's actually a nice shout as well. Stop lying. You only said Jack Rio because the first time you saw him as a girl from the back. Actually, no, dude. Although that's really funny. It's really funny. Bro, is it me or I feel very hot, dude, inside? I don't know. Your body temperature might be hot today. You just might have a lot of body heat, dude. That happens. Oh no. Mahrez. Oh. Block. Oh no. It's back here again. Rico Lewis. Cut inside by De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a absolute fantastic shot, but it just went wide of the post. Oh my god, with his left foot too, guys. Very Iron Robin esque with a cut back onto the left. and a curler from the outside of the box. Ooh, that, you know what? That was a beautiful shot. You have to give it a Miss Xhaka's foot. Oof. Ooh, boy. That was a that was a close one. They're both level, three attempts, two on target. Even, pretty even game so far. 25 minutes into the game. One thing I love about cold nights, you get the best sleep during. Oh yeah, dude, that cozy feeling when you sneak under your cover. No, you feel like a. I don't know how to explain it, man. You feel so warm, even though it's cold. You just go to bed nicely. Trossard, my God, Trossard is a small man, dude. Look at Rico Lewis, who's a kid, is just dwarfing him. He's a tiny fellow, dude. I didn't even realize he was that tiny. Oh, try to feed in Trossard. Trossard's giving Rico Lewis a little bit of a problem, but with his quick feet. Didn't stop you. Don't listen to Tarun Gill. I don't even know who that is. And whoever gave that suggestion is probably an idiot. Last time you asked me to type my best level from all different clubs, you left before my chat. Type it again, Nitesh. There's no problem, dude. I'll read it out now. According to my teacher, Lobo is a foreigner. Yeah, well, the teacher needs to read books. My grandfather saw my AC bill. He was shocked, dude. Danish, it's so funny you say that. For non-veg lovers, Goa is probably the best place to, because you can eat beef, you can eat pork, you can eat mutton, you can eat chicken, and you can eat fish, and it's all readily available and openly available in Goa. Now, of course, I know you don't eat pork, Danish. I don't have to ask you that question because that I'm not that ignorant. But I'm just saying, Goa is also one of those places where it's fantastic for non-veg lovers, because I used to own a food truck, and people used to come from places where the food was not available or banned in the state, and they used to come here and eat in Goa, and some of them used to come and eat in my shop because a lot of Goan food has like pork and beef in it because of the Portuguese influence. So it was so funny because people used to come to the food truck and eat that food, and they used to be they used to be very sad that they couldn't get it, go back home. So they used to try and eat as of it as sorry, as much of it as they could here before going back home. And it's really funny. It actually feels bad, dude, because it's like, it's so sad where you can't get food you want to eat. I imagine, like, if I went to like England and I couldn't get Indian food, I'd feel sad, dude. I'd feel sad. Can't eat some pav bhaji, can't eat some golgappas or pani puris, depending on where you're from. That would make me sad, man. Some good Parsi food every now and then. We're so lucky we have so much option for cuisine, dude. Whether it's banned or not, the diversity of our cuisine is exceptional, dude. Psychological evaluation so headache, bro. Literally an headache. You have to get it done, dude. Who are crying for winter? I respectfully invite them to travel with me at 3:30 a.m. Suman, right now it's 23 degrees in Goa, dude. It's hot. Right now, I just did a temperature check because Danish asked us. Currently, as we speak, is Holding getting subbed? Dude, Holding's getting subbed. Oh no, he's not getting subbed. Although I think Haaland kind of ripped off his inside his what do you call it, his bodysuit, because he looks all ripped off. And Haaland's down, dude, and he's face first into the ground. That's not good. Oof. Hopefully he's okay. So Trossard is 3 inches shorter than Hazard. Oh no, dude, but Rico Lewis looks like a giant in front of him. Can eat everything except pork, but I don't like beef. I like mutton more. Yeah, of course, because a lot more dishes in Kashmir are made with mutton, right? You have a lot more. You have a lot more So as far as I remember, Danish, the Islamic influences on lamb are much more than beef. Obviously, like you said, you can't eat, you can eat everything except for obvious reasons. But yeah, um, a lot of Islamic cuisine is based in lamb. Like there's a nice Iranian place here to eat food, and everything is just lamb, dude. Lamb, and it's lovely and it's tender and it's soft. So it's amazing. Wow, LJ saying. I don't know if LJ is saying wow because Trossard's shorter than Hazard, or he's saying wow because we're talking about food. Who likes pani puri? See, Didain, it's not about that. I was just saying, like, if we imagine if you lived in a country where you can't get Indian food, you're living there temporarily or even permanently, and you couldn't get Indian food, it would suck. It would really suck. Suddenly, once one brother of mine got into Nathan's food and didn't get food. I was like, apart from that, the soul of Nathan Grid is roaming on YouTube. See the NBA All Star lineup? No, I did not. Do you watch NBA as well, Nitish? I will start. I'm going to start with playoffs because I promised Darren I would. I just can't manage the sleep schedule, dude. Otherwise, I would love to. I haven't watched regular basketball in ages. I always used to watch the NBA finals before COVID, at least, just for fun, just to see get some basketball back into the system. But yeah, I would love to watch NBA again. At least once everything should try Kashmiri Vazwan, a wedding fest. 36 course non-veg meal. 36 course. पठान देखी क्या इसी ने क्या review है? No, I have not seen the movie. Anyone seen that movie? Don't watch a lot of Hindi movies, dude. If I'm being honest, unless my friends are dragging me. I don't watch movies. Period, dude. I tend to only watch the franchise movies here and there. I've not even watched Avatar's second one. Even though I did watch the first one. Just like watching TV shows, man. I don't know, Hitesh. It's just me, dude. I just prefer TV shows, I guess. Where to find pork in Kolaba? I have no idea, Dhiren. It's been so long since I've eaten in Kolaba, I wouldn't know. I would not know, dude. I would say try Gaylord's. Gaylord might have maybe have a good dish. It's the only place I can think of at the moment. I've not gone to Bombay. I don't in so long. And Katia misses a chance. I don't know what places are open anymore, what places are not open anymore. I have no clue, dude. I have no clue. Last time I went, I came for a Navjot there. So I was so busy, I couldn't really roam around. I went to Olympia every morning for breakfast because our hotel was near there. But apart from that, we were just busy with this. We were just busy with the Navjot. I couldn't do anything. Feel more than Islamic lamb has more Rajasthani or say Rajputani influence historically. Yep, I would say the Rajasthanis also know how to cook lamb very well. I'd agree. In fact, the Iranian restaurant Hitesh I was talking about to Danish is actually run by Rajasthani people. So that's kind of a cool little fun fact. The Iranian restaurant I'm looking at is run by a Rajasthani couple. Really nice food. Really nice food. Let me count. I chicken, swan, wildhead, pork, sheep, goat, tahuk bird. So, Suman, you haven't eaten beef. Suman, is beef banned in Bengal or do people just not eat it there? I don't really know where it's banned or not banned anymore, dude. I don't even keep track of that stuff. TDG, Lam, Lucio, Cannavaro. Ooh, I knew I'd forget someone. Maldini, KDB, Vieira, Xabi Alonso, Bale, Zlatan, Iniesta. Hmm, nice one. If anyone wants to do this, 11 players, 11 different teams. I'll leave it pinned up here. So if you guys want to play along, you all can as well. That was pretty fun one. Videsh, I don't like spy movies. Same predictable concept. I didn't even know it was a spy movie. But I heard one of my fellow content creators. He gave a nice review for it. Hitesh, PB talks. He's a Chelsea fan, and I think he's a Chennaian and Chennai Super Kings fan. He also has a channel. Prasanna, his name is. He gave a decent review. He said he liked it. So, in fact, I just saw it on a story today where he reviewed it. So he enjoyed it at least. Problem I face whenever I travel is before eating anything non-veg that one go. Oh yeah, of course, Danish, you gotta do that, man. You have to do that. Danish, that's the nice thing, right, about abroad. Abroad now, no, everyone tends to buy halal meat in restaurants, straight away. They do, so you don't have to ask. It's halal or kosher, because I think it's similar to Judaism. They also have something like that where it's called kosher. So I think people do that now, the halal kosher thing, abroad. So now you can just eat comfortably whatever the food is, mostly, which is nice. It's nice you don't have to go around asking every time. But yeah, that can be a problem. I agree. It's not a problem for me, Danish, because whatever meat I buy from a Muslim butcher, so I don't have to worry about that problem. But yes, I just buy it anyway, though. I don't buy it because it's halal. I buy it because we have been using him our whole time we have been here in Goa. So yeah. Yesterday, my teacher said, "Aap foreign sa ho." I don't know. I was like, "Why is she like apna surname Lobo hai na?" I told her, "Ma'am, dude, I don't understand. Like people are so unaware of our. You know what's so sad, Darren? We always talk about our culture, but people have no clue what it is. Yeah, people do not understand how diverse we are. They just don't have a clue, dude. And it's unfortunately it is how it is now because of our political scenario where people don't even understand that we used to be so much more diverse. I don't like being political, but it's so sad. Like people have to ask someone who, are you a foreigner, dude? Because they're just not aware of the states that literally the neighboring state that surrounds it used to be influenced by another country. It's so weird, dude. It's so weird. People are so ignorant, man. People are so ignorant. Like how I told you you're from Goa because I'm from Goa. I know that, dude. You know what I mean? People are so ignorant nowadays, dude, because we are just being whitewashed political agendas, unfortunately. And the people think everyone's on the same agenda. Haaland's on through, chips it, goes over. Man City are getting closer. That's sad. Why do people call me tall? I'm not even 6 feet. You're maybe tall for your age, I guess, dude. Average height is kind of 5'7" anyway, so you technically would be tall. Has anyone eaten camel? It was tasty when I went to Dubai. No, bro. No. It's probably the only place I'd able to go to get to eat it anyway. How to make your Barca fan friend your enemy? I tried it and it worked. Javi and Messi and Busquets trio so overrated. Well, you can definitely celebrate in front of him in case we knock Barcelona out of the cup, dude. He's probably not going to like you then. You can always try that, Danish. Bro, no, it's not banned in Bengal, but most of the big beef cutting areas are anti-social areas for some reason. Yeah, probably because of the reason we think it is, Suman. I'm sure you can understand why it would be a antisocial given our political climate, which I don't see. Food is food, bro. Like I don't want to go on about this, Suman, but I'll just put it this way to you. In a country where a lot of people don't get food to eat, you know, shunning people who have different food choices should not be something we should do, as Indian people. That is my personal opinion. I understand Danish is here, he doesn't eat something I eat. You're here, you don't eat something I eat. It's a matter of respect and personal choice, dude. You know, and you shouldn't be shunned for it, dude. That is We have a lot of growing to do that way, Suman, and hopefully the new generations that come along become more understanding of this too, and don't fall into the political whitewashing, form your own thoughts, form your own opinions on things. It's very important that the new generations have more of an open mind. That is why politics is something that quite honestly frightens me. When you brainwash people and you don't allow them to have their own line of thinking, it's very dangerous, dude. It's very dangerous in any country, but of course, I live in India, so I care about my own country. But it's very dangerous, dude. But as we get more open-minded, hopefully everything works out well, dude. That's the only thing I can say. The last movie I watched was theater was Kundi Mat Kar Kar Jo Raja Wo. Nathan, I could have taken Peter check, but to make you happy, I chose David De Gea over him. Hey, man, listen, dude. If you want to take Peter Check, you take Peter Check, dude. He's earned it. That's all I'll say. David De Gea is coming close on most clean sheets. David De Gea is coming close on total saves. David De Gea is about to make a lot of Premier League records if he extends his career here, dude. And people don't. The sad part about it, Nitesh, is people don't recognize that. They say he can't distribute the ball. I'm like, bro, distribute the ball. Goalkeepers save goals, dude. I do not care if he can't distribute the balls. Let Lissandro and Varane do it. I don't care. I don't care. The saves he makes, dude. Like, he's three clean sheets away from tying Peter Schmeichel's record in United, dude. Peter Schmeichel, an all-time great. Like, I people want him gone for Dean Henderson, dude. 5 goals he eats. 5 goals, dude. Okay, yeah, he's a good shot stopper. And you know what's the funny thing? We bought him on to shot stop for us at the penalties, and even then it didn't work, dude. It's like, can't believe they want him gone, dude. I just can't believe it, man. I really can't. Bro, can anyone tell me why is alcohol banned in trains? We're told not to get alcohol in the train. I think it's because of accidents that happened before back in the day, Derain. Like people got so messed up and they kind of fell out of the train. I know it sounds stupid, Derain, but I think that's part of the reason. I'm pretty sure that was the reasons, or originally at least. They found that many people were getting drunk and like you know I don't know how they do it, but they were like, I guess, walking off out of the train or something like that, man. Or maybe they did something crazy and then the government said, forget, this is not worth the trouble, I guess. Because then the TTN driver don't know, man. Looking at reviewing some box office numbers, it seems like everywhere it's going houseful, but in reality, when I check Book My Show, it's showing empty theater. Oh, it could be some kind of shenanigans, dude. Maybe you should just go check it for yourself, dude. If you're free, if you if you feel like you have time for it, then maybe just go watch it and enjoy yourself, dude. Forget what everyone's saying. Maybe you like it when other people don't, dude. Go enjoy yourself. Not to mention deer, rabbit, turkey, big chicken, turkey. I've only eaten turkey in a Subway sandwich. I don't think I have the heart to eat rabbit, unfortunately. And deer, never had the chance to eat it. Wait, no, never had the chance to eat it. In Goa, there's an old delicacy in Goa where people used to eat frogs. I've never eaten that either. Frogs and snails. I've never eaten that either in Goa long back. Now people don't do it as much anymore, but people used to do that. For us Hindus, we're just not strict if it's halal or just simple jhatka. We just consume everything. Yeah, but in LJ in other ways y'all are very strict, nah. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully, with I just want everyone to not make decisions about a person based on what he eats. That would be nice because, like Suman said, there are places that serve beef, but they're very antisocial areas, which is basically means they're shunned by society, which is something you shouldn't do, dude. In our country where so many people don't get food, as Indians, it doesn't matter which religion you are, you should never shun people for eating food. That food can serve people, you know, like I don't know, man. It's just a personal thing. I don't like getting political because again, people should do whatever they want, but It's just sad that in our country we are, with so many people starving, so many underfed people, that we make choices on shunning people based on what they eat. Just weird, dude. It's unnecessary. Height when a person talks about height of 5'5", it doesn't matter that. See, listen, man. It does not matter. It does not matter. I told her, ma'am, politely, up. she she banned you for 4 weeks. Yeah, that's expected. No, now John Stones is down. What's going on, man? I think he also got his head racked a little. Oh, I just don't want to hear 24-year-old got blasted buying meat from hell with an hot oil bath. Yeah, of course, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Now, that's what it becomes, dude. So man, it becomes like some kind of weird statistic in a newspaper. If someone gets caught or punished, whatever way you want to call it, it's sad, dude. You don't feel safe in your own country. No, someone is the worst thing ever. Yeah. Let me tell you, frankly speaking, if you don't feel safe in your own country, now where will you feel safe? You know, Again, not to get political, but because you said that, I was just saying it's it's not you know it's not a good feeling, dude. My college is worse. My teacher asked you what you eat to all. I said pig. She was like, wo to tatti ka hai." Lack of education therein. Just don't bother, dude. Oh, we're just having fun, Nitesh. We freestyle on these streams, dude. We see there's no goals even on this, dude, to be fair. John Stones, I think, is he being subbed off? It's almost halftime anyway. They probably. Oh, he is. Emerick Laporte is warming up. I agree with you. I'm a secular person. For that reason, my mother made me promise I won't eat any bad national flavor. That's fair enough, dude. See, dude, if it is your choice, you get to do whatever you want to. That's it. If you want to listen to mom, fair enough, dude. No one's forcing you to. You're doing it. It's cool. It's absolutely fine, Danish. Some of the closest friends I grew up in Bombay, in Goa, are Muslims. Actually, it was two brothers. They don't watch football; they play cricket. But yeah, I spent a lot of my childhood with them. I never ever disrespected them with foods they don't eat and stuff. You have to just be respectful, dude. That's it. No, we are a community. You shouldn't look at people differently, though. That's what I would say. Drain. Hmm, interesting, Hidesh. Interesting. Because almost all countries have not banned beef too. They have banned pork, but the difference is that they are not a secular country, Hitesh. We are a secular country as per law. So I understand, and it's fair enough if you agree with it or not. I'm not here to change your mind, but I will say we are a secular country. We don't have a primary religion, majority or not. Even back then, when we made the constitution, there was no basis of majority. It was an inclusive country. But absolutely, Hitesh, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, dude. I don't take it personally, dude. Besides, all the states have not banned it anyway. But yeah, fair enough, Hitesh. There's no problem. It's fine to have a different take, dude. It's fine. Those countries have a singular religion though, and a lot of those countries, have been forced that way. You know, eh, Either way, it's fair enough too. I respect your opinion, Hitesh. No issues here. Because train is a public place, and in India, drinking alcohol is prohibited in a public place. There you go, Darren. There's your answer. Please, or just don't drink in the train, Darren. Just sleep in the train, and then find a place to drink if you want. You could actually technically do that, Suman, but I think you would they would not enjoy that, and that could lead to you having personal problems with people. But technically, you could do that, Suman. You definitely could. Yeah. And like Nitesh is saying, yes, you can. Bro, today I got in so much trouble because of my my college. One thing I'm proud of Kashmir is every person has a house, has the food to eat in their own house. Bro, trust me. When as the cities and places get bigger, a lot of cities and states can't say the same thing, dude. It's a very nice thing. Also, I've stopped eating. Hold on. Sorry, Bandpok. Yeah, no problem, dude. I understood what you're saying. So I stopped eating meat after a report I read where it's mentioned that reducing Western food habits can reduce 40% global warming, and also meat eating ain't that healthy in long term for the body. Hitesh, as a predominant vegetarian myself, I mostly am vegetarian. I I just like food, Hitesh, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really care, dude. If you want to eat veg, eat veg. If you like what you like to eat, eat. Yeah. And I'm someone who eats 85% of my diet's veg. A lot of people don't think I'm going because of that, but it's true. So yeah, man, I like vegetarian food a lot anyway. Use section 510 of the Indian Penal Code to file a complaint. No, well, this is not a public place now. Someone like out on the street is a public place now. In your own home, you can do whatever you want unless it's banned by the country. Unless it's a dry state like Gujarat where you can't have alcohol. Period. Unless you have special licenses to serve or consume. Uh, I live in a private home. Mutual respect. Absolutely, Danish. Absolutely. That's all, man. That's all I asked. Don't look at people differently for it. That's it. Besides, dude, the best part about India is we are multicultural. Like we can say it with actual, we are multicultural in the same country. Like every other country is multicultural, is other people from other countries coming to our country. In our own country, we are so diverse, culturally diverse. Think about it. How many countries can say that? And I'm very proud to be Indian because of that, dude. But we need to get certain, different mindsets to things, dude. You know, that's what I'd say. But how beautiful is our country, dude? The food, the culture, everything. It's a unique country on its own. I would say it's like, although it is a continent, I would say Africa is like us. But that again, it's a continent. There is nothing like us, you know, not really. To this extent, so many people, so many states, a lot of them different. We're a very unique country that way, man. If he's drinking his own private property, then you can't logically. Exactly. It's been a tactical game. Arsenal tends to do nothing. It's been a while seeing Arsenal like this. No, our football creeks. I thought they had. It's been pretty dead even on chances and attempts, dude. Erling Haaland almost got one over the keeper. Rob Holding has been, whether you like to admit it or not, doing a really good shithouse job of keeping Erling Haaland at bay. I don't think it's going to last very long if he tries these tactics anymore because he is on a yellow. I have a feeling they're going to swap him out because if he keeps grabbing his shirt the way he's doing, he's going to get a red. Because all of it has been blatant and only he got one yellow card so far. So in many ways, Rob Holding has been quite lucky with her Erling Haaland issue, and yeah, I would say it seems like they're doing nothing, but Arsenal has had good chances. Leandro Trossard's looked very promising, but Rico Lewis has done a really good job keeping him at bay. And while it seems like a dead end to look at, it's a fun tactical back and forth game. The little battles between each player has been nice to watch. And you know what, Football Creeks, we're going to get at least another two of these games, man. They got to play each other. I was just telling people at the beginning of the stream, it's so weird to me that a team has played for the first time in a season in the FA Cup before a league fixture. I can't even think of when this could have possibly happened before. I'm sure it's happened before, but I can't think of watching one myself. Maybe like early cup rounds, maybe, but I can't really think of it, man. And it's so crazy to me that it's Jan. It can't be this late into the season. It's almost Feb, and they haven't played each other in the league. This has to be a first. Crazy. We were called an orphan group, came for a visit, we were doing some play. We were sitting at backbench, and all my friends started to give dark jokes to me. I couldn't control my laughter. My teachers, oh boy. Mm-mm. No, Nathan, secularism was added way later in the concept, I guess in 1976. Oh, but okay, that's still a long time, still a long time ago, technically, right, Hitesh? You know what I mean? I mean, the majority of the population was still Hindus back then. You know what I'm? You get what I'm trying to say, Hitesh? That's what I'm trying to say. We are, you know. Anyway, man, it is what it is, dude. You know, it is what it is. देश में उसने घर बेच के दारू पी लिया अब रोड पे बैठ के पीते हैं लोग. Well, no. If I drink at home and show up drunk outside, if I do anything bad, I could get in trouble for being intoxicated. But I don't think that's illegal. They'll just keep you overnight, maybe. 42nd Amendment, 1976, show off. Then we had a strict principal, so a very important person was there, and they told us for 2 minutes, and suddenly one, oh no. First two boys were laughing, not even knowing that Jesus keeping up with the trend. Also, dating a non-Muslim girl. God bless you, Danish. If that is not a concern for you, to, because that is also something, that is not viewed highly upon in this country. God bless you, man. If you find love where you find love, Danish. That's what I'll say. If that girl makes you happy, then God bless you. Simple. Danish, what socialism was also added later in the constitution? Probably Hitesh. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was done around Indira Gandhi's time, wasn't it? But that was apparently a political play. That's what I've been told, at least. Bro, they were cracking jack jokes on orphanages. I couldn't stop laughing. Teacher saw me and called me the dean's room. Mm-mm. The problem with diversity of our nation is too many pressure points. We should all agree on certain things. Yeah, exactly, LJ. I suppose that is a very good way of looking at it. The problem with our diversity is that we can't get to also agree on certain things. It's a well said point, actually, LJ. When you say it like that, it makes a lot of sense, actually, as well. Although I'm loving each of the Arsenal games. I thought it was a fun game, dude. I'm enjoying the chat because it's been a few days, but I am watching it, and I mean, holding his quite literally holding on to his life, holding on to Haaland's shirt as well as holding on to his own life because he's been taking a lot of chances in the foul department. Let's just put it that way. Jack Grealish is absolutely losing his mind every time he sees Erling Haaland's shirt pulled, which is hilarious. Name wrote with a size for someone's dead. 2,000 boys laughing without any reason. Only two, three guys. You have the joke with doing दानिश साहब स्टैंड अप करके बोला तो फिर चली हो गई. Wait, the love of your life calls you sister? Why? Oh, I never ever get drunk. I used to drink. I asked my friend asked if he loved a Hindu girl. I used to go with him to meet her. Her brothers thought I was the one they came with. I was the one they came with bad wicked rose. Luckily, I had a. Oh god, yeah. Everyone is so. That's another funny thing. Now. Everyone wants to come and beat you up, yeah, when they hear you're dating someone's family member. It's hilarious, dude. It's hilarious. You have to like wonder, no, who's going to come for you when they find out. Parents, brothers, uncles, to start running, dude. And just my observation, looking at trends, attention span of people has gone way down. Maybe that's the reason for success of reels and shorts. You still YouTube live still works. Listen, Hitesh, I'm gonna be very upfront with you. The reason I started this was to talk to people. If I wanted to make entertaining videos, I'd go on Instagram because Instagram has way more pull for these reels. And also, I don't want to do that, dude. I love having these conversations. Like Nitesh was saying, we should stick to football. I'm like, dude, we do this. This is fun. This is like a family thing, you know. We just have a chat, and okay, I'll admit. Nitesh is probably concentrating more on the game because his team's in it. Obviously, if this was a United game, even I would be concentrating. You'll see it tomorrow, in fact. But like when you're a neutral, you have nothing to lose. You're like chilling there, talking with your friends. It's like I would never do reels and shorts too. People are still asking me to do like reactions to a game. Like for example, this game I could have done a reaction to a 1 minute reaction. I'm like I'm going to do it eventually. Hitesh is the truth, but quite honestly, I love the lives, dude. Whether it works or not, I love it because I get to talk to people. I get to know, like I know Danish is from Kashmir. I know Darian's from the town I grew up in. I know Suman's from Bengal. I believe Hitesh, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Delhi. Although I'm not sure you have told me where you're from, because normally I remember. But yeah, then I have some friends then I have people like Datta and Lucky from Orissa. I have Sanjeev also from Bengal. Uh, you got LJ here from Rohini in Delhi. This is, I should say, sector. I'm not sure if Rohini is a place or a sector, but yeah, because Delhi is weird. Delhi has sectors like Chandigarh. We don't have that in Goa, so I'm not. I'll get confused. But yeah, man, it's just I wouldn't want to do it any other way, dude. I will do shorts just for fun. Like if I'm not doing watch-alongs for stuff that I am watching the game, I might do like shorts or stuff. But for me, whether it works or not, I like this, dude. This is what I like to do. This is why I made the channel. If I wanted to just talk into the camera with no response, I would do Instagram, dude. That's what I would recommend, Itesh. If you're interested in like doing these kind of things, I would recommend going on Instagram and doing it. Quite honestly, because that will work better for you. She calls me brother, do what to do. Therein, you gotta move on, bud. I don't think it's gonna change. Dating a girl, her brother literally was verge of beating me. My school friends rescued me. Yeah, welcome to India, Darren. It happens to us all. I mean, it doesn't happen to me now because I'm of a certain age, but yeah, I understand. Now I remember Sports Minister Subhash Mukherjee was dead that day, and we'll oh god, no way I speak with you more than my. That's what I'm saying. Nah, that's the thing, right, Darren? That's the charm of the live. I believe everyone that does a live likes this. The bouncing back and forth of ideas, discussions. Like A for Arsenal. I'm sure some of you guys know who that is. Daksh. He talks about football. He talks about like motivation. Motivation is not really my thing. I wouldn't ask anyone. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to ask me for motivation. But yeah, excuse me. It's just fun, dude. You're having fun. You're trying to build a subscriber base, but you're also trying to build, in some ways, at least a family or a group of like-minded individuals, at least in a sporting sense. Like I told you guys, like I don't like being political, but since someone asked me, I will be honest with them always, whether it makes me lose subscribers, whether it makes someone not happy with what I'm saying. I'm not really here to debate people's lifestyle choices. I am here to talk about sports. If someone asks me a question, I'll answer them. Otherwise, we'll keep it to sports. Very happy with that. Rohini is a place. I'm also from that. Yeah, I knew you're from Delhi, Hitesh. So it is a place. It's not a sector. Yeah, this is a whole sector thing, man. It's like one of my friends is doing law in Chandigarh, and she's like, "This is sector 14. This is sector." I'm like, bro, who's going to remember this shit? I don't even live there. These are you're literally saying numbers to me, and you expect me to know what that is, like number. Like if someone tells me Rohini, right? I can go, guys. I want to go to Rohini in Delhi. Someone's going to take me to Rohini in Delhi. Now, if I tell someone I want to go to Sector 14, they'll be like, where in Sector 14? I'm like, I don't have a goddamn clue, dude. You're going to have to tell me where everything is because Sector 14 means nothing to me. Like, it's a number. I don't know how Chandigarh does it, dude. Apparently, it's the best planned city in India. I'm sure it is, but If I don't live there, it's crazy. Dude. Rain, give me a number. Convince her not to call you brother. I was just wondering this thing. On one way, reels are working because of short span time. You're right about that point as well, though, Danish, about the short-term memory thing. That is very much true. It's very much an absolute fact. People's attention span are shortening over time, which is very accurate. And I was wondering this one Ria Bobe short span, but on the other hand, podcast culture is growing fantastically on YouTube. Yeah, man, I always wanted to do a podcast. It's not about football, just about having fun with my friend. Just fun, man. I don't really know how to set it up right now properly because I'm not very technologically advanced. Because I never thought I'd ever be doing this in my life. Second half has started, guys. But yeah, just for fun, man. Just talking, just real talk, funny talk. Just being honest, couple of friends. But yeah, it is funny. You're right. It's like an extremes, right? People are extreme in nature, though, aren't they, Hitesh? Very rarely you'll find De Bruyne feeds the ball to Grealish. Can he make it though? Tomiyasu makes it and shields the ball. Wonderful defending by Takahiro Tomiyasu. Saliba did come on for holding, guys. We called it correctly. Saliba came on for the second half. So, yeah, it is funny, dude. People are extremes, right? It's like 30-second video, 2-hour video. You know, there's no balance. People tend to not be very balanced in choices. They always tend to lean one way or the other favorably. So that's again another fantastic point you made, Hitesh. Yeah, it is very funny, dude. It is very funny. The channel we meet doesn't have that humor like you, so that's why I come here because you can understand what I say. Yeah, I mean also everyone's sense of humor is also different. Therein you have to understand. Some people are like we might be more closer in age. We might have more common background. You have to understand. Everyone grows from different backgrounds, no? Some people are more. Sometimes I wonder when if this channel ever grows, Dhiren, will I have to be more serious because the chats will be coming in, and I want to try and read as many as I can. Will I able to talk as long as I can now to you guys? I these things come to my mind sometimes. So sometimes when people ask me, "Oh, you're gonna hit 1K this year," I'm like, "Yeah, man, it sounds exciting," but at the same time, I don't want to like, I just want to like sit and chill with the subs, as well. And I don't know, as it gets bigger, I don't know if that's going to ever be possible. Because so sometimes when people go, I hope you like become really big, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, sometimes. And this is why, I guess this is why I really like gaming channels, because gaming channels are just chill, right? They don't see all your subs, all the sub writing, but it's just a chill environment. Like other people can talk to other people while they're watching you play video games. They don't necessarily have to come talk to you. But you're like in this particular field, you have to talk with the subs, right? Because we are talking about football. So it's really weird. But yeah, where is are the block today? I don't know, dude. It's a good question. Must be taking a nap. It is kind of late, dude. Do invite me in your podcast, dude. I don't even know how to record it. I'm like looking at Skillshare classes to figure out how to do it, dude. I'm so backwards technologically that I have to catch up with a lot of things today, especially if I want to do these things in general. Like even sometimes improve the graphics one day, like I can do one of two things. I can go call someone and pay someone to improve my graphics, get a stat carousel, put a green screen so this the stats and all can be shown next to me like this fully instead of just that. But so I can do that, or I can like try and see if I can figure it out myself, which I probably won't able to do. But it's important that you at least try and figure it out yourself. So I have this Skillshare. I have this Skillshare membership that someone is sharing with me right now because I don't really know if I'm going to use it or not. So I don't want to like buy one at the moment. It's really super cheap and it's super cool app. I really recommend it for people who want to learn other different new things. So I just got it recently, and I'm going to just have a look on it and see what's happening. I'm saving for an Everest base camp trek. That's fantastic, LJ. That's fantastic. You know what, LJ? Check Tanya Kanijo's channel for Everest base camp. She did it with her family. Uh, just have a look and see how it is. See if you're up for it, because of course she's doing it in a travel vlog style, but a lot of it is based in. She's taken, I believe, she took a guide. So Tanya Kanijo, I'm sure you'll have heard of her. She's currently staying in Gurgaon. I'm pretty sure in Delhi. Somewhere there, man. Somewhere there in Delhi she is. I don't know where exactly. I don't want to misquote the place. But yeah, check it out, man. She went with a family. It was like a family thing. See if you can going in summers or maybe August. Do you like mountaineering? I like hardcore, bro. I can't climb steps, LJ. I'm that out of shape. I would love to. I don't know how much I'd enjoy sitting 5 6 days in the mountain, but definitely go up for a trek. Come and come down like a 1 day trek. Definitely something I would consider doing, especially in the winters, because I want to see like heaps of snow. But yeah, you got to get in shape for that first, dude. Otherwise, mm-mm. Bad things are going to happen to you. Oh, mistake. Two Arsenal players ran into each other. De Bruyne feeds in Haaland. What a move. What a sandwich. An Arsenal sandwich that Erling Haaland got caught up in. Tomiyasu with wonderful speed, man. Fantastic awareness. He just got in between. Haaland tried to squeeze through him, fouled him. They played the advantage. It was a brilliant move. Everyone knew exactly what was going to happen. Gabriel was pointing at Saliba and Tomiyasu to get ready for what exactly was going to happen there. That was fantastic by them. 1K last would be impossible for you to check chats. Exactly, Dhiren. I don't know, man. Sometimes when I think about it, it makes me feel a little sad. But yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, you can have like little memberships, so the same people that were with you, if they want to support, they can support, and obviously, they get the badge, so it's easier to read. But it does make me feel sad sometimes when I think about it. Although, you should never feel sad about wanting to like better your channel and like grow and create a bigger subscriber base. But it feels a little sad, man, when I think about it sometimes. You've taken IIT classes in St. Joseph? No, no, dude, no. There was no IIT classes in St. Joseph when I was going on, dude. We didn't have computers when I was going. You, quite a lot older than you, Dhiren. Let's just put it that way. And also, I had IT classes when I came to Goa, but not when I was in Bombay. I was too little when I was in Bombay. I did up, upper KG, lower KG, first and second in St. Joseph's. Yeah, so pretty young before I left for Goa. In bro, Farival lost an unborn child. That is why he's so disturbed from something. Jesus, dude, that's not great. Why is he even playing football right now, dude? What is he trying to do a Ronaldo? Some people, I mean, Ronaldo is a perfect example of how you shouldn't do it. Although Ronaldo did score a goal in defense of Ronaldo, sometimes you just need to take that break, dude. I tell people this. No, as much as I love sports, no, real life can be more important, dude, depending on what's going on with your life. You can love sports, but you gotta love life more, dude, a little bit at least. That's I think Matt Turner jacked his shoulder with that one hand punch. He might have locked in his shoulder. But yeah, I think yeah, you gotta love life a little more, dude. Maybe once you're done playing sports, then what's gonna happen to you? Should take care of himself, dude. He's had a very good start to the season. Rough World Cup, rough return back. Then this happens. Sometimes you just need to take a few days off, dude. You know. Teams going to Nainital for holidays. That's for refreshing before the main events. Ooh, that's nice, dude. Have fun. Then there are two places that are like worship places to me, Nainital and Kumayun Forest. Do you, do you know Augustine Carvalho? I don't know. No, nope. No. Oh, nice to hear. Fede is trying to distract himself with football. That's why what Mia Bonino did. Yeah, man, but it doesn't work for everybody, dude. And can be rough, dude. Can be rough. I can't. Why does crying make men look weak, according to some fools? Well, it's a stigma, isn't it? It's a stigma, Darren. Another one of those social stigmas that everyone has to go through. Patrick Pimblett said it the best after he won his UFC fight almost a year ago. In fact, in March, he said there's a stigma that men cannot talk and they don't. And he said, I rather, because he lost his friend to suicide, he said, I rather have my friend alive crying on my shoulder than uh, visiting his mother at a funeral home. And, it was a very resonating sentence by someone who punches people for a living. And yeah, I don't know, man, why there are stigmas. I guess at the end of the day, Ritin, as long as you're comfortable with yourself, it shouldn't really make any difference what you think to what other people think of you. If people think you look weak because you have tears and emotion, then uh, it's just their opinion. You know, you can't change people's opinions, dude. It's a waste of your own time, I would say. Stay, not sigma, sorry. Wait, what did I say? A stigma, as in like like something you shouldn't do. Like people look at you, they stigmatize you because you do certain things. There's a social stigma that men can't cry, and a lot of men are raised to believe so, especially through their communities. So when you cry, other people think you're weak because they don't. Yeah. Teammate was crying. Some people called him a pussy for crying, as he's a man, not a female. Like, yeah, I mean, just you know, you're in the age group where people love to insult people more than anything else, dude. This is the nice thing about being young, Dhiren. Things that bother you now, trust me, in about 7, 8 years, you'll think these people are stupid idiots. Trust me. You really think they're stupid idiots. What is a Sigma male, anyways? Everyone, then I don't know. This is that bloody Andrew Tate Sigma thing, dude. Not interested. Not interested whatsoever. Julian Alvarez and Kyle Walker coming on for Riyad Mahrez and which player are they taking off? Rico Lewis is coming off. Interesting. Okay. Then look at me. Why mujhe look at me? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's like, listen, I don't really trust me. There, when you get older, you won't care. You won't care. Just more any watch long. Yes, dude. We have United versus Reading. Woohoo! An easy match in the FA Cup, hopefully. Reading is in the championship though. They are 4 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws in the last 10. Hopefully, hopefully things go well. Being a defense aspirant, alpha personality attracted me more than silver sigma personality. Danish, I'll be honest with you, dude. Whether you're a alpha, beta, or a sigma, at the end of the day, as a defense aspirant, your performance is the only thing that matters, dude. You can be the most alpha male person on the planet, and then when they ask you a question, you go, oh, like some bloody idiot. They'll be like, bro, you could be Arnold Schwarzenegger, alpha male, but if you can't even answer questions to our desire, you're an idiot. At the end of the day, to be a defense aspirant, you have to be the most well-rounded version of you can be. And with that well-roundedness, from what I have observed, I have never been one, but from what I have observed by people interested in the field, is you have to exude a certain confidence because they want confident people doing this. This can be a very serious job, later on in life. So they want young, youthful people with exuberance and confidence. And you can call it alpha, you can call it beta, you can call it sigma, but what I would really call it is a well balanced individual who is very confident but grounded in himself, and someone who is very well rounded. Very well rounded. At the end of the day, the more well rounded you are in general is more beneficial to you in life, not just in defense. Uh, Not just for defense aspirants. The more well rounded you are, I think the better it is for you in general, just on a day to day basis. What do you used to play in basketball? I'm central. What about you? Bro, I used to play central because I was really fat and I had long hands. Then I used to play basketball. And it was a lot easier for me to shove people off the ball, whether it was a good shove or a bad shove. So yeah, they used to keep me in the middle because I used to be like the big potato in the middle. By the way, the bomb image I sent you saw? No, I didn't. Hold on. Anish, older you get, you will realize there's nothing like alpha. Exactly, dude. Trust me, Danish, you get a little older. It's the more well-rounded you are, the better it is for you, dude. Trust me. Forget what attitude you should have towards things. Just try to be a confident and grounded person, and I think those things are more beneficial to you long term. I really, really do think that. No, I didn't. I didn't get any. Uh, I didn't get an image, Suman, on anything. I didn't get anything. Actually, I haven't gotten anything yet. Be a cockroach. Glory doesn't give you life. Yeah, man. Listen. You know what? For all the bad rap a cockroach has, cockroach are some of the longest surviving animals that we have recorded. Their survival instincts are better than super predators. So yeah, glory comes and glory goes, dude. I heard something very interesting today. To double back on Suman's sentence. Um it was in relation to fighting, right? Because I watch a lot of MMA. So one head coach's father was a motivational speaker, and he said something interesting. He said, "Life comes in circles. You have to enjoy the ups, but never let it control you, and you have to be humble in the downs, especially after you have achieved the ups." And what that basically means is you can never get complacent in life. One day you're the talk of the town, the next day you're the village reject. And it's really important for you to understand that life is cyclical in nature. Doesn't matter how successful you are or not successful you are. Or in very simple words, every dog has its day. And yeah, you should just keep that in mind, man. It's a very I mean, someone made a very direct quote, but it's so funny. Today I was listening to that on a podcast, and yeah, man, like people think cockroaches are very unsavory, and they are. They are disgusting. I'm not saying they're great, but when you realize they are one of the oldest surviving animals that exist, I mean, of course, they are an insect, not an animal, but you get what I mean. Oh, off the post! Oh my god, what a crazy shot that was! Grealish, Ake, Ake scores a goal. Oh my god. Nathan Ake with I mean, I suppose you could call it a curler, but he curled it on the ground. Went absolutely around Matt Turner. Man City's got a goal, guys. It's finally happened. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm paying attention to both things. Oof, that was that was a sweet looking goal by Nathan Ake. Let's see what happened here. Shot comes in. A beautiful shot, by the way, that hits the post. Very unlucky. I think that was Julian Alvarez. Grealish goes down the byline, cuts it back between two players, feeds it to Ake. Ake rounds off a defender, and Matt Turner couldn't get there. See it again. Lovely shot off the post. Grealish goes down byline, drags Saka out of position as well, lays it behind between both those players, goes around, I think that was Saliba. Yes, it goes around William Saliba, who tries to block it, and around Matt Turner. Fantastic goal by Nathan Ake. Fantastic goal. If you ever feel useless about Peaky Blinder exists, rubbish. Not hearing that. What is Sigma anyway? I hear so much. I don't know, dude. It's some kind of better than alpha male personality. I have no clue. Hackers 100% shooting percentage is a 3 leaf curry. Yeah, like 14% free throw shooting. Martinelli coming on for Leandro Trossard. Oh, Zinchenko's coming on. Oh, this game's about to get really tasty. Tierney is coming on for Zinchenko. Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. We got Zinchenko against his old team. Oof. We go. AK 64th minute. Put the timer down. There you go. Man City 1-0. Nathan Ake. These alpha sigma thing are social media things. That's true, dude. Once you cross 25, 26, forget this alpha sigma. You'll get to know about midlife crisis. Deal with that. There's no bigger alpha than you. Yeah, man. It's just mindsets, dude. Like especially on young people. Oh, almost an instant goal. Oh God, and Nketiah couldn't get on the back end of that. What a dangerous cross. What a dangerous cross straight away. Zinchenko, I think was that Zinchenko? Yes, Zinchenko. No, that wasn't Zinchenko. That was Martinelli, I think. Wonderful cross by Martinelli. Oof. I think Laporte got his foot on it. I think Laporte got his foot. Yeah, he did get his foot on it. Yeah, dude. The great concept really is a great thing in life, dude. Nothing is good for all the time. Nothing is bad for all the time. There's a line between saint and saint. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I think you have to just realize that life is going to have ups and downs, and just try to hold on and enjoy whatever you can, man. Seriously. Dude, not joking. He's 100% at threes. Not joking. He has to have hit like three threes, dude. There's, there's no way Shaq has 100% 3 point shooting range. He must have hit like one. Also, recently, what I've realized practically is that the power, absolute power, or just little power, does corrupt the best. Absolutely, dude. Power. What is it? What is it? Power corrupts you, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Something like that. It is, man. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Very true. Very true. Good amount of power and see how a person behaves and change. Seriously, dude. Seriously. I mean, look at our politicians. Look how much power they have, dude. What they want to cover up, what they don't want to cover up. Um, yeah, absolutely. It's sad. Cross comes in. Nketiah with the. Oh, he controls it down, but right in front of Rodri, who clears the ball. Oof. Slide tackles are flowing in, guys. Oh, Haaland decides he wants to defend now. Oh, he got nutmegged by Zinchenko. Oh God, he got nutmegged by him. Dirty nutmeg. Hold on, guys. I'm just checking if everything's okay on YouTube. don't know. I have a weird thing. Every dog, even mad dogs, get along with almost more. It's becoming problematic. I don't know, dude. Sometimes dogs are attracted to your energy. You know, if you're a kind person, they sense it and they probably want to be friendly. Also, someone we're not very kind to dogs in this country. You know, so when a dog sees like a kind person or someone who treats dogs nicely, they tend to get attracted to them. They're very aware beings that way. Dogs. Oh no. You know what? This is the second time Matt Turner has saved an Arsenal player. They are putting their hands up, appealing for fouls instead of trying to get rid of the ball. Whether it's a foul or not, you have to try and get rid of the ball first. They're taking too many chances. Morning 6:30 breakfast day on my back, travel to Bandra, study break 12:30, have something from candy, hang out with my friends 2:30, training 6:30 back home. That's what I would have said to my younger self. Yeah, more money, more problems, as the famous notorious BIG said. The late notorious, rest in peace, BIG. 7:30 tuitions till 9:30, 10 some food, 12 EPL, 3:30 MBA sleep. Yeah, Darren, I don't think you can do that for much longer. Excuse me. I don't think that's a good idea moving forward. To observe the seven cities that no one knows me. Dogs almost came there for me like they know me for a long time, but they suffer. Yeah, the start following you is a bit of a problem, dude, because you don't want to kind of take them away from the area because other dogs see them and they try to bite them then. But it's a good thing, dude, I feel. I feel when dogs are friendly to you, they know you're a nice person, without actually knowing you. I don't know why, but I feel like dogs can tell. More money, more problems, but more money could solve 99% of your problems. Yeah, sure. But how much of that 99% of your problems are a result because you have more money? Your behavior changes, your expenditures change, your attitude changes, your way of looking at life changes. A lot of those 99% of the problems that you have to solve later on could be because you have money as well. I'm just not lazy now. I just can't sleep. Well, you're young, Darren. You'll have a lot more energy than normal. But I'm telling you right now, long term, this will actually affect your health. To do it now, 2 3 hours of sleep, easy peasy. As you get older, it actually has lasting effects on your health. Vicious cycle. Yeah, I'm not a good person. That's what's the problem. It's not, but listen, you don't have to be a good person to the dog. You can just be a good dog person, right? That's what I'm saying. Without them knowing you, they know if you're good or not. They get that feeling from you. It's like if I walk near this person's not going to beat me. That kind of good person. The things I've seen in Goa, dude, especially when I first moved here, I used to be in tears. I used to be in tears. What people used to do to dogs. Yeah. Now people have become a lot more understanding with regards to dogs, but dude, some of the things I've seen, they're just horrible. Dude. Like I wouldn't do that to people. How old are you? Can't tell Hitesh. It's a secret. It's a secret I'll take to the grave. Oh, what a clearance by Matt Turner. Matt Turner's really putting on his walking boots today. Man, Gabriel Magalhaes is just complaining about the shirt pulls. C category security. Oh, Saka's coming off. Mikel Arteta is struggling to find answers there now. Now that they're trailing, Odegaard's coming on. He's forcing Arteta to play all his main players. De Bruyne coming off for Bernardo Silva. think in this channel I'm the youngest. Let's see. Mm, no, I think Lucky is younger than you, Dhiren. Lucky is in, I believe he's in 10th standard. Yes, we are of the same age. Probably not. I'm pretty sure I'm older than you even. It's just the Goa air, Itesh. It does wonders for your skin. He was born with Adam, but he was cursed to be forgotten because of the simping for Eve. First of all, Eve is a terrible name. First of all. Second of all, I don't simp for people, dude. It either happens or it doesn't, yeah. Gotta move on, dude. Gotta move on. It hurts, but you gotta move on. Being stuck in one place is no fun, dude. Oh, Man City are playing from the back now. Arsenal are putting the pressure. Nathan Ake loses the ball, but somehow Man City win the throw in anyway. Told my doctor about my sleep and habit. He gave me pills. It's not a long term solution, Darren. You might get too used to them. Take them only when you need a proper day's rest, I would say. Your first kiss, you gotta be honest, dude. I was a very shy kid, dude. My first kiss was probably when I was 18 years old. 18, 17, 18. Yeah, man. A very, very shy kid, dude, growing up. Like sometimes when I think about like when I record these videos, like when I used to record videos for predictions and all, I can't believe I was looking at a camera and talking because I used to avoid the camera my whole life. Like people don't have a lot of photos of me growing up. And now to do it like literally sometimes 3 days, three times in a day, it's very odd for me. I would never ever think this would be the case. Name was never relevant in her case. She was just there so Adam get. I'm old enough that my work keeps pushing me to get married. Also, 70% of my classmates are getting married. Ah, definitely older than you, dude. Everyone I know, except for one of my friends, one of my classmates actually. My friends are not married, a lot of them. But one of my classmates that I still keep in touch with now from 12th standard, I think he's the only one I can remember who's not married or doesn't have a child. Like some of the girls in our class have children. Yeah, fun. The fun situation, dude. It's interesting, right? You have the same people of the same age who have not only got married but have kids, like 3, 4, 5 year old kids. That's what I'm saying. We are so different, yet we are all the same, dude. Who knew that? You know, which I'm sure at some point of time we all thought we'd be married at this age or at an age, and then when you're not, and then there are classmates of yours that have kids, you go, whoa, that's crazy. It's wild. It's really wild. Yes, Queen Anne in Paris, Paris. Ooh, Queen Anne sounds like fun, dude. Hope your mom's not watching this. It doesn't matter, right? She's met my girlfriends. I never hide anything from my parents, dude. I don't. Whether they approve or they don't, respectfully, it's my life to live. If I'm going to screw up, I'll screw up on my own because if I make a mistake based on my parents' recommendation, then it creates negative feelings to your parents, and I rather not have that in my life. So I like to be very honest with them. I'm not getting married. I told my grandfather 10 times in a row. He says I will. You don't know, dude. You're too young to tell. Because I remember a lot of my friends complaining about their parents forcing them to get married, and some of them like were crying on my shoulder, and they were like they're forcing me, or they'll kick me out of my house. All these years they didn't allow me to work, so now I don't even have like a CV I can rely on, and it's really sad, man. They kind of forced into getting married, And they get resentment for their parents because sometimes the people they get married to are not good people, like they don't know how to take care of someone. So no, dude, I don't want to have resentment to my parents like that. I just rather tell them the truth. My friends are getting married or six getting married or married. I decided not to get married. It's always next year, someone. It's always next year. Man, I've stopped going to parties with them. They are bringing their kids. It was such an awkward. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's really. It makes you wonder, right? Like, when am I going to get married? They have kids now that they bring to the party. They're old enough to bring them to the parties. Like, when am I going to get married? If I'm going to get married, am I going to be like that guy who gets married at 40 and like all my classmates' children's are like 10, 12 years old and I have like a 1 year old child, even though we're the same age? Sometimes I think about that too, but then I'm like, listen, man, you got to, when the time's right, it'll happen or it just won't happen. Forcing it based on like your friends and like wanting your children to like grow up with your friends' children, because whatever it is, yeah, you like them, you grew up with them, that's a cool concept people have. If you do things like that, no, you're gonna make mistakes in life, dude. Therefore, not getting married can't get that responsibility. It's a responsibility you choose to have eventually today if you meet the right person. It's a responsibility you choose to want, actually, is the better way of putting it. Because life without that person doesn't seem fun enough. I shouldn't say worth it, because life is always worth it, but yeah, it's not as fun. Just give me a second, guys, I'll be back. My parents were always way too toxic, dude. Thank God I left them. What do you mean you left them, dude? You live separately, right? What do you mean you left them? Listen, dude, I don't know your situation, Darren, and I don't want you to tell it. But I will tell you that life gets very complicated as you get older, dude. Just take it from me. I'm not saying they are toxic. I'm not saying they're not toxic. I am saying they are your parents and life gets complicated. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not defending anyone. I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just going to let you know one important thing. Like I told you about your teammates, life gets very complicated sometimes. It really does. No, you have to. You don't know where that what that means until you're in it, I suppose, is the better way of putting it. Yeah. Oh, now, how much I saw people smiles, beer bottle fees going away after marriage. I decided to leave marriage rather than no cigarette. Again, so but it could be things like being forced to get married, not finding the right life partner. It can be a bunch of things there, Suman. You should what this is my recommendation. Go find out for yourself if this is worth it for you or not. Go meet that person you're interested in. Go talk to that person you're interested in. See if they share your same views. See if it's something you can be interested in. Don't write it off based on other people's experiences, dude. A lot of people are forced to get married. A lot of people are forced to have children at a certain age. A lot of people, as you know, in this country have to do what everyone else thinks of, otherwise they don't want to hear it. They don't want other people coming and telling them this, that, and the other. So there are a lot of societal pressures are there, dude. What I recommend, and everybody, it doesn't matter if you're Hindu, Catholic, Muslim, Go find out what you want in life yourself. Don't let someone else tell you, because tomorrow you're the everyone will come and go, everyone will die, you will be left, and you will be left with a lot of regret in life and a lot of anger towards people, because you'd be like, why did I listen to these people? They don't know what they're doing, you know. Their life is different, my life is different. So it's very important that you draw your own conclusion in life about these things. Then can I be honest? Sure, dude, you can. If 4 years without talking to anyone, dude, anyone, people call me emotionless, ask anyone 4 years. Then see, it's your life, dude. You can talk to people, you can not talk to people. I'm just saying, life gets complicated, man. I'm not making excuses for anyone. I am not judging any situation. I'm just saying life gets very complicated as you get older. That's why I always tell you, Darren, enjoy the fact that you're young, dude. Enjoy it. I wish I enjoyed it a little more. I'm not that much older than you, but I wish I enjoyed my youth a little more. I was really shy. I was really reserved. I didn't have a lot of fun. Uh, looking, it's easy to look back on things now, Darren, but that's the great thing about have knowing younger people. You can always tell them, listen, man, don't do this. Enjoy yourself now. You don't know how many good moments are going to be there in your life. Always take it a day at a time and enjoy yourself in the moment. You should get Adidev on. He seems a cool guy with a lot of experience. LJ, the thing is, I've contacted him because I know he's a combat sports guy. I contacted him. I even asked Sadik to ask him, but he's super busy, dude. I wanted to get him for UFC 284. I'll put in another word. I'll see if he's interested. I have hit him up on Twitter because Twitter seems like where he has the least amount of followers and activity. But what I'll do is I will send him a Twitter request as well as a an Instagram request, and let's see. I want to have a chat with him. Otherwise, I found someone else who does MMA, but he does it in Hindi. Ooh, that was so close for Martinelli. So close. Um, yeah, I'm thinking of getting someone on a big couple of big fights coming up now in Australia. Then the following month, John Jones is coming back. Then they're going back to England. Next 2 months have really big fights. I was thinking of bringing him on, ask him, but he's like super busy, dude. I don't like, don't want to like pressure people into doing stuff, dude. Also, I've never really spoken to him one on one. Like all the people I've collabed with through Giant's channel and other people's channel, I've never actually like been one on one with him on a channel. So I have no rapport with him actually. But yeah, I have already reached out to him for the Makachev Oliveira fight. I reached out to him, I believe. I asked Sadik Bhai to find out, but Arsenal are inching closer. They're inching closer now. But yeah, I've asked already. I've done that already. LJ seems like a fun guy. No one can force me to get married. I'm actually a very mean guy. I'll get a job suddenly. A woman will come take half of it. Now do I have a problem? Well, you can write a prenuptial, Suman, if you. Okay, let me put it this way, Suman. Okay, I have lawyer friends. Um, some of them have a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. Whatever the stuff is, they have a lot of stuff. Now in Goa, you get half of the stuff. In some other states, you don't. We have different laws here in Goa because we were under Portuguese rule. As soon as you get married, you lose half the stuff. What you can do is you can sign a prenuptial. Now, one of my friends once has discussed about signing a prenuptial with their girlfriend, and their girlfriend has agreed. They have had this private chat amongst themselves because the girlfriend has things to lose and the boy also has things to lose. So they said, we'll sign prenups. You don't lose anything in a prenup, Suman. So, but then again, you have to find a like-minded person. Now, like that, that's what I'm saying, Suman. You need to go find a person, dude. You can't you can't go, my parents pick this person, let's see how it goes. You got to go find a like-minded person, dude. If these are your fears, you should ask them, what about prenuptials? Like even I, when I was dating someone, I asked them the same thing. Like she owns some property here in Goa, like houses and stuff, like and land. It's like, what do you think about prenuptials? Like, if you want to do one, we'll do one. I don't have a problem. I don't need it. I don't need one. But if you need one, we'll sign it. A lot of people are scared to ask that question because it's a very personal thing. No, it's like people think your marriage is going to fail. When you ask that question, when in reality it's like you're protecting your family's fortunes and stuff. Like, let's say you're a single child. If you lose half of the stuff, it affects your family's food and all, right? Like, what if you have to take care of your parents? Let's say you own a bunch of shops, or let's say you own a restaurant, or let's say you own some land properties. If you divide them in half, it affects your income of your family, right, moving forward. Let's say you don't have children. If you sign a prenup, you don't have to do that, yeah. No, you don't have to do that. It's different, bro. It's different. Nathan, what's your secret? Terrain 32. Wrong, Saman. How dare you? Wrong. He's wrong. Yeah, he's older than you, Saman. But okay. Adidev Gurugyad, I love him, but he's way too inconsistent. Yeah, but I believe he's way too inconsistent. If what Sadiq Bhai has told me, Terrain, is because he's really busy, and he doesn't know me, na. So it's like, how is he going to want to do a video with me? He doesn't even know me, dude. Which is absolutely fine, right? Because I can't just imagine me going up to you, Darren, someone never know, and be like, hey man, you want to do a video? And you'd be like, who the hell is this guy, dude? I've never even heard of him before. You know what I mean? So, like I told LJ, I put in a word with him. I'm gonna put in a word with him again now for the next UFC card in Feb, which is in about 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks. If he's down, then awesome. If he's not down, then it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's about 3 minutes left of added time. I think Arsenal made the changes too little, too late, man. Being honest, and Man City have actually made taking advantage of Arsenal's high line now. So yeah. Oh God, bro! If you can see a channel called Wealth by Slamian, he pranked his wife for prenuptial, and she lost her voice by screaming at him. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say, Nadarain. It's like some people think it's like you're saying your marriage is not going to last. You know, if you'd ever marry, would you invite us? Sure, dude. Sure. I mean, I'd invite you for the reception because I want to have again. This goes back to me saying. This goes back to me saying you have to have someone with like-minded values. Now, for me, I'm someone who, for the wedding, wants a very small, intimate wedding. Reception, I don't really care. Personally, I would also want it small, but reception, I genuinely don't care. But the wedding, I want it to be small and very intimate. So yeah, it's that's what I'm trying to say. You gotta have that commonalities with people, man. I don't believe in a lifelong relationship. If I or her got that will affect my mentality. It goes like a pond, not an ocean. Calm mind doesn't need disruption. I think as you get older, someone you may have a different opinion on that. Depends, dude. When you find the right person, a lot of your mindset changes, man. When you find someone you gel with genuinely, a lot of your mindset changes on its own, like without anyone telling you to do anything. Your mindset just changes on its own. Looks like Man City is scraping by this one. Good overall performance by Man City, though, even though it is just 1-0. Others need money, he can buy. Other needs money can buy. Yeah. And if you see his YouTube videos, he uploads 2 videos every 2 months. Oh, Adidev. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I just don't care. Just want free food. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I believe he's very inconsistent because he's very busy today. At least that's what Sadiq Bhai told me. Game's about to end. 94th minute. I mean, Arsenal's in their own defensive third here. Doesn't make any difference now. Oh God, Akanji almost made a mistake there. Oh, Bernardo Silva. He's just biting, wasting time. Oh, Zinchenko clattered Bernardo Silva. Great footwork by Bernardo Silva. They're still trying to. They're still trying to. They're still trying to score. Zinchenko's absolutely losing his mind at himself. All right. And the pole here. Yep. And we have CCAS match now. Yeah, okay, guys, that's a good point. Actually, I will not keep you any longer. I will see you tomorrow for United versus Reading. Hopefully, there's more goals than this game. Great overall performance. Lovely goal by Ake to settle the differences. It was pretty even in the first half, but I think City kind of ran away with it a little bit with their chances. Arsenal tried, last 10 15 minutes, played a high line, brought on the big guns that were on the bench originally, and fell a little short here. Arsenal nil, Man City 1. I'm sure people will question Arteta as to why he benched Martinelli and Odegaard, considering they don't have a Carabao Cup game, and the next game is 1 week from now. But mistakes like these, man, mistakes like these can prove costly. This was a chance for Arsenal to be one of the favorites in the next round, because I think only Brighton, Liverpool, United, and Arsenal were left if they beat City. Brighton and Liverpool play each other, so the favorites get knocked out. But maybe this was a tactical error by Arteta with the players he chose. But doesn't matter now. It's too late. Tomorrow, two irrelevant matches are playing. I'm only watching one, dude. I'm watching one at 1:30 and then one at 7. Brighton Liverpool should be a fun game. They need that. They need that win back, dude, especially in a knockout match. Either which way, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Thank you for joining me. See you for the United game tomorrow. Take care, guys. Peace.